Now let's talk about life in Belgium. What did I do during this break? Well, I went to Aqualibi and Wallaby back to back. Now you may be wondering, what? I went to Aqualibi with my brother and some of his host friends from Scouts. Place is cool. Like, it was like 40 degrees outside, so I was like, why are we doing this in the winter? But it's an inside part, so completely closed off. The water is normal temperature. I saw a thing where the water was gonna be like red because it was Halloween season. No, it wasn't at all. That's okay. That would have been weird. But we rode on this ride that is kind of like woo 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 woo. But you rode on like your stomach or your butt. We probably did that 20 times. I probably have bruised hips now because how many times it banged into the wall. The first time, because I didn't know what to expect. Bah, crack, crumble. My hips destroyed. Second time, I understood it. I went on a bunch of different water slides and like raftings, and it was a really cool thing. There was one part where you had to climb like in the middle of the camp, and it was like an open staircase, and the heights kind of got to me, but then when you're in the slide, it's like not even bad at all. Probably one of the most embarrassing things that have happened this trip this year in Belgium, which it shouldn't even be embarrassing. I was trying to practice French and I was gonna talk to the lady to buy food. Like I was literally gonna order food and I was like, je voudrais, right? Just that, something light, usually. I mean, the accent's not completely there. I said that in front of her. She looked at me. What? I'm like, hamburger, please. And then she started speaking French. I'm like, bro. Other than that, it was a great experience. Coming back from the water park, my host mom apparently signed us all up for a fire show that we were gonna go see. Oh, whoa. It started raining, but like they probably planned for it because these guys were freaking firebenders. Like they're spinning fire, they were spinning around their head, tossing it up in the air. Basically firebenders in real life. Like it was incredible. Like look at this. Probably one of the coolest visual things I have seen, like, ever. Now, part 2 of going to Wallaby the next day. I went with one of my exchange friends. She's from Minnesota. She's already been there, so she kind of, like, knew where things were, but it was also Halloween season, so she didn't exactly know where everything was, which is cool. I mean, because we both got to experience stuff for the first time. Since it was the day before Halloween, there was a bunch of, like, scare zones. It was, like, an arachnid area, a child area, a clown area, and a bunch of different haunted houses. And I'm glad that we went because we got to experience one of each. Went on one roller coaster, which I liked but didn't like. I'll explain more. We went in one haunted house and we ate food there and we went to all the scare zones. So I think that's what you do, you know, at a amusement park, is you got to do one of everything. Roller coaster, my worst enemy. Nah, I mean, I just don't like roller coasters. I don't like the up and down kind of thing. It hurts my stomach. Got convinced to go on this one, and if you know me, it's not my thing. This one was one of the calmer ones, but I wasn't screaming, but I was like, oh shoot, oh my God. My friend next to me, she's just like smiling and wasn't saying anything. She's like, oh, I take it in eternally. This roller coaster was probably the first time in 7 years that I've been on a roller coaster. Last time was in Legoland, I think. So we went to go get food. We got a Bloody Burger, which was just like, it's like they gave her special gloves, which is actually insane. Like, what? Haunted house. We waited probably like an hour and a half, but it was cool. It was a bunch of like jump scares, but it was mine themed. It was just a bunch of miners who were poisons and stuff. It was cool. And then there was this one area we were trying to get out, like we're trying to leave. And we're like, I don't know where to go. Like, we got scared, like, ah, and then we're like, where do we go? And the worker just went, thanks, bro. Thank you, zombie miner guy. After everything calmed down, I didn't really do much for Halloween, which is fine. I know there was a big party. I wasn't able to go because I was sick, but I wasn't really feeling it. My host dad and my host grandpa took me to go help them clean out a house that they've had in their family for 4 generations, which is that's crazy to think about. It was a big house, but it was really cool. It was kind of like you're in a movie set and you're living in an old film of like an old house. It didn't seem haunted because it was the middle of the day, but it probably would have seemed haunted because like the cracking floors and stuff. It was midnight and you didn't know what's going on. Threw a bunch of just old wood and old bookshelves and just clearing it out because someone bought it off of them because no one was living there anymore. Now it was past Halloween, but I guess some places are still doing Halloween themed stuff. Going to the theater again. I don't know if you remember the calisthenic people, but this time it was at the same theater, but it was a different show. There's a lot more French talking, but it was about these people who murdered their friend in Alaska, and it was all complicated. It was kind of scary for what I understood. It was cool. I understood probably 30-ish% of it when I was actually listening, which was okay. But the cool part, trying to get to the theater, they have a police car and these guys infected in like hazmat suits, just like waiting for people and just staring at them. Walk in, whoa, met with these like dolls coming out of these sheets thing. The theme of the place was House of Dolls. These people who would just smile at you and tilt your head, or these girls who were locked in a cage and just hiding behind something. There was also this like explorer who was trying to figure something out, but you couldn't figure out what they were figuring out. But then they come to you with a light and like, in the main like mess area, there's this girl just like flopped on the hospital bed, and like, I don't know how her neck wasn't hurting. I'm not gonna lie, my neck would be dead. There was also the cafeteria person. She was rolling around a cart with a big pot of like stew or something while like hunchback, you know, the classic. It was cool. I went out to the balcony area and you could see the police car down there, and the 2 guys started looking at me. Bro was writing on a sketchbook and looked at me and like pointed at me. I was like, what? Joe, it wasn't me. I'll tell you right now, it was not me. He came inside and started like doing a game with me. Like, he'd look at me and he'd walk away. Cause every time he looked at me, I'd go like this. And then I look at him and he'd look back. I'm like, ooh. And I start pointing at another person. He'd creep over me. He got so close. Like, I was just sitting down like this. He'd come by my head and he'd be, I'm like, yo, chill. Everyone was laughing. I was acting like it wasn't me. He was concerned and he played it off. Like, he was leaving, right? He was leaving and he just went, like, he just looked at me. I was like, what the? This was after the whole thing, after the show, so I'm surprised he still remembered me. I'm assuming the shift was over because the lunch lady left, everyone was leaving, and the person on the mattress, like, dangling, while we were leaving, she was leaving as well. And there's those like camera things where you take pictures of your family, you know, in the 3 photo slot, and you just a memory photo camera thingy. I don't know. She took pictures with us, bro. What? She literally just was there in character, and then we all pointed at her, and she's like shocked. It was hilarious. It was great. Now I'm so glad I got to end the month off with snow. It snowed. It was actually crazy because I haven't seen snow come down in a long time. Like, I've been in snow. I've been in the mountains in California. Mostly it's rare if it snows in Belgium. I got to see it. It was really, really cool. Here's it in the morning walking back from school. You know what time it is? Time to talk about homesickness. This month, I think, has been one of the easier months. I haven't really been homesick. I know I say that all the time, but like, I think every time my dog gets mentioned, Sabine, I miss you, I kind of just brush it off. I'm like, oh, I miss Sabine. And then I like, oh, well, I'll see her later kind of thing. And I think it hurts sometimes, but it's also, I think, the right thing to do in that moment. I know suppressing feelings isn't something you should do, but it's kind of one of the ways I'm surviving. I haven't cried or anything. I've been talking to my parents a little more. I think they may think that I'm not, but I'm doing it when I need to. Things haven't really changed over there. They're doing great. Thanksgiving has been hard for them. I had a talk with my English teacher. He's like, what are the positives and negatives of being in Belgium, like recently? And I was like, oh, well, it's cold. School schedule's weird. He's like, what country would you rather be in? I'm like, Switzerland. He agreed. So, but Belgium definitely has its pluses, and I love how kind everyone is here. I'm not gonna say thank you to you guys because you don't deserve it. I'm just kidding. But appreciate it.
Emoji.